Hello everyone, this is Commander Trium. We're going to just quickly use this opportunity to go out to Titari and watch the mass start of Small Worlds. I'm not going to participate, but I am going to try to make it out there in the time we have left. I'll use my fast ship to do it, and then we'll come back. In the background, you're hearing a live webcast by Obsidian and several other of the Tier 1 personalities of Elite Dangerous who host commentary websites and tool sites and whatnot. I think they're mostly players, though. Some of the voices I don't recognize, but Obsidian Ant is the one I listen to the most, and he is present. And I'm listening to him partly because I'm looking for comments about development that could influence the design of Elite going forward. We're just going to try reaching out to a Squaddle. We'll see if he responds. He might not. We're logged in a bit earlier today. I'm not feeling all that well, so unfortunately I've kind of given up on work today. I did do some tasks, but I'm taking a light day. It's been a light week. Of course, this is a week with a holiday in it, and there hasn't been a lot of activity.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
You woke me up from my nap.
Oh, good heavens. I'm just going to head out to Titari to watch the mass start of Small Worlds.
Yeah. I'm playing around with ships at the moment, outfitting them for dumb things, different things. Just seeing how much materials I have to upgrade engineered shit.
I'm also, at the same time, in the background, you can probably hear a few voices. There's some of the tier 1 players in Elite are all on an Obsidian Ant channel's YouTube channel hosted web chat, discussing design features and things they'd like to see from Elite going forward. Some of the suggestions are interesting, some less so. But for the most part, we've got, very, very serious players that spend a lot of time in Elite. Now, I have to change ships because this ship is not going to do for what we want. We're at Lunan Hub, which is in the Beta Trianguli Australis system, which is in the core, fairly close to Sol. I'm using it as a base right now because there are multiple cache streams in this system that will lead to other nearby systems and generate lots of money. Of course, with the tax haven on today, traders are making extra money, so I've been clearing 3 million per loop. And I have 30 million credits as a result, up from 10 just yesterday alone, which is approximately double what I would normally make. It suggests the tax rate might be as high as 50% on goods, but apparently this moratorium on taxation has something to do with them revamping the tax system on interstellar trade. And so there's a free trade agreement between the Federation, the Alliance, and the Empire, which is being renegotiated. That's the storyline explanation for it. I guess you could call it ISTEFTA, the Interstellar Free Trade Agreement. Are you listening to Obsidian Head as well, or? Hello? Guess we lost him. Let's go to the shipyard. We've got 2 ships here. We'll take this one. Oh dear. We have to go out and get rid of our cargo. Okay, let's try this again. Shipyard, please. Holy shit, 28 jumps. Well, we'll see about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a fuel star. Well, it's considerably less than that now. Okay, good. $14 jumps, that's doable. We just have to check and make sure that our current outfitting includes a fuel scoop. We do. And we're launching. Here we go. Romeo, Kylie.
Frameshift drive charging.
Here we go. We have about 30 minutes to make our destination. We'll see if we can pull it off. We have to take less than 2 minutes per jump in order to achieve our goal. I think that's attainable. Well, that was less than 2 minutes, so we should be good. 63 light year jump on deck. This one's going to take a bit longer.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
We're able to pull it off.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning.
No.
Damage. Hazardous environment. Malfunction. Warning. Hull breach attack. Taking internal damage.
Come on, get us out of here, please. Yeah, I get that. I'm trying to... No.
Atmospheric failure. Incoming hail. Warning. Hazardous environment. Cabin pressure alert.
Hello, I don't know how long this is going to work for. I'm trapped inside of a fucking neutron star. And I can't get away.
How'd you get trapped in a star?
I'm not in the star, I'm in its fucking vortex of, like, bullshit, and it's not letting me out. Hull's at 79% and falling, and I can't seem to get out of here.
Cabin pressure alert.
Oh, that's not good.
No, like, I can't get out of here. I've never had this happen before. I've never seen this. I'm out of heat sinks. I'm gonna start suffering. Like, the fucking drive won't engage. I'll have to self-destruct in order to conserve time since I'm under a deadline here. Self-destruct, please.
Thrusters online. Cabin pressure alert.
I don't know how this happened. Self-destructing and ejecting escape pod. Luckily, it's only my fucking Diamondback Explorer, so I have lots of money to simply reinsure and go. Come on, let's go, you stupid cunt. Okay. Craft self-destructed. Ejection cycle complete. Diamondback Explorer. We lose $1 million.
That ain't too bad considering.
No, it could have been much worse. Okay. I'm at Masuk Hub. I'm in the LP 53511 system. These fucking white dwarf stars are so... Their tails are so fucking small that it can be almost impossible to get, like, anywhere with them. Like, you literally have to be up against the exclusion zone in order to use the star, and I don't even know where the fuck the star is now. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's the... hang on, I've got the star back. Come on, move it! Engage engines. I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to make the rendezvous. That took up way too... that gobbled up too much time. What time is it? Do you know? I can't check.
1:35.
Yeah, see, I've only got 25 minutes to complete like 15 jumps. I'm gonna get all the way out there and they're gonna be gone already. This thing starts at 3 Eastern. I think it's 2 Central. I can't even get to light speed. What the fuck is going on here? This system is so fucked. Light speed. There we go. Finally. The star's like 1400 light seconds away and I can't make light speed. Well, it's going to take me about 2 months to arrive at the destination again. Okay, we're at 35C and falling, so we passed the halfway point now. 25 seconds to intercept. Now if I can just use this stupid fucking white dwarf the way it's supposed to work. Six light seconds from target star. Okay. Oh, hang on. It's happening again. The exact same frickin' scenario.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Okay, I made it through. Fuck, that one is a really nasty white dwarf.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. We're out of this system now at long last. That took like almost 5 minutes to finish. Like that simply cannot happen again. I hate it when you're under a deadline and something like that just fucks everything up. And if you leave too early, then you're sitting there doing nothing. Spinning your freaking wheels. Bugger you son of a bitch. Okay, let's go, move. Holy shit. Holy shit, we're at 40. We have 20 minutes to...
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
That was just weird, being stuck in that cone like that. That's where I intersected the exclusion zone, was inside the cone of the neutron star. And if you do that, you drop out into normal space inside the cone, and then you can't leave. Because you can't engage your FSD anymore, it doesn't work.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
You follow?
Say what?
Never mind. So, what happened to you yesterday?
This game has been freezing up and locking to the point I have to either reboot my computer or something. And after the second time last night, I said to hell with it because I was trying to fix my kid's computer.
Yeah, he didn't come back. It was just like, okay, I guess he gave up or something, which is pretty much what happened, I guess. But
Yeah, it's up there messing around with my kid's computer. I gotta wipe the hard drive and reload Windows and everything on it. He's got at least 3 viruses, a couple Trojans, adware, spyware, all kinds of crap on it.
don't you use antivirus software?
It's just easy, wipe the fucking hard drive and start over.
Yeah, I guess. Except if you can't do that all the time, then...
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, there's nothing on his computer I can't re-download.
No, but it's still a bit of a hassle to reinstall everything.
He's not home for the weekend, so I'll do that sometime this weekend. At some point when I decide to sit upstairs and redo his computer for him.
He should be figuring this stuff out on his own. He's old enough now.
Well, yes and no. I don't need him learning how to do things that get him in trouble either.
Well, it's all knowledge. Of course, it wasn't quite the same risk when I was growing up.
That's just it. I don't want him getting into things that he shouldn't be getting into that I don't know how to get him out of. Trying to follow this Imperial naval vessel, but it's Imperial Eagle. Then he did break check.
Okay.
Should be able to outmaneuver him. He's
Fuel souping. Fuel soup disengaged.
6 jumps to go, and we are at the 45 mark, so
Frameshift drive charging.
we have to spend a bit of time refueling at a star somewhere. We're running out of gas. Somehow. Okay, come on, let's go. Move.
Fuel souping.
I can't even make it to deck yet with this ship from here. That sucks. I wonder if I can redo that one.
52 new object. This star is huge. Dude, I have found a red, like a orange giant or some fucking giant ass star. It is massive. I have never seen this, I mean, except for Betelgeuse, I've never seen a star this big. This is gigantic. The system name is HIP 19284.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Request dock.
I'm almost got enough fuel to make it.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, that is one massive ass star. Hang on a second, I'm gonna take a quick peek.
Request.
No, 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 no. Piss off. Come on. On the screen. Holy sweet Christ. Oh my God, that's a giant star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now entering the Pleiades sector. 19284. Okay, we'll try to remember that. Come back and examine that system when we're done.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now entering the Taurus dark sector. We have 10 minutes to go. 2 jumps. I think we might make it. T-minus 9 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. T-minus 9 minutes mark.
Frameshift drive charging.
2 jumps to go. 8 minutes, 20 seconds. T-Tauri now inside visual range.
Fuel suit disengaged.
Final jump 32.9 light years. Engaging hyperdrive, jumping the ship. This is our final jump. T-minus 7 minutes. 25 seconds and counting. And we have just made it under the wire. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go. We've arrived in the T-Tauri system. I don't know where everyone is, but... oh! There's a planet here. Headed for the planet. It's a gas giant. Let's see if we can find anyone. Otherwise we gotta head out to the other star. There is a lot of activity around here. I don't know where everyone is, though. I've detected another human.
landing gear.
Less than 3 minutes to go. Hang on a second. Piss off! Skip and fuck off. Come on, let's go. Oh, they're in a private group. Okay, come here. Come here, come here. I'm going to switch back to the main menu. I might lose you. If I do, I'll come back.
Okay.
I have to research a group. Start. Private group. I haven't been added to this group. Well, that sucks. I wasn't even added to the group, so I got out here and there's no one here.
You were supposed to be part of the group so you could join their list.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not listed in the group anywhere.
Flagship drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you have to be on Discord. Otherwise, you can't participate.
I guess that's unfortunate.
There's a guy who's giving me information online about it, but that's really lame. Oh, you gotta be on Discord. Why are you relying on a third-party tool to do that? Why not just use the web? That's what it's there for, to distribute information. Fucking Discord's a chat facility.
Yeah, because apparently they want to talk to people in person.
Well, the other thing here, it says the expedition starts under attack. Okay. I have to send a friend invite out.
Okay.
To Commander Noose, N-U-S-E. And then he will loop you in. Commander Noose, Commander Senior Corgi, Commander Rabstar, 52, and Commander Andromeda A. But Noose is listed as player 1, the first registered. Nope. Commander Gale Hart is... He's moving. Let's just see where he goes. I'm sneaking up on him at 18 kilometers a second. Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, but I don't really like how they're organizing this thing. I don't think it's being done particularly well.
Well, I guess if it's their
contest,
their baby, let them deal with it.
It's up to them, but I'm not exactly enthused about participation. I would have done this mission as well. Well, he's 20,000 kilometers away from me now. Just follow along here. I wish I could somehow code the computer to auto-follow people. Like just follow them around.
There are games that have that option.
I know. It's kind of annoying because you're leading this big train of people behind you. It's so tempting to like jump off a cliff or something and have everyone freak out and go,
No, you're right. Depending on the game, you run through an enemy stronghold. See how many of them survive.
Well, yeah, if they survive, then more power to them. If not, well, you just run through again, I guess. I don't know. Now I'm following 3,000 kilometers behind him. 2,500. Oh, he's in the planet's gravity well. I'm sneaking around. 1,500.
Orbital flight engaged.
Here we go.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, I think he's trying to lose me in here.
Request dock.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's like... He's running around here. Oh, he's behind the planet. Oh. Go ahead.
Orbital flight engaged.
300, 200, 100. Thing is, I don't know where he went. He could be miles away from where I'm going to come out of glide here. Yeah, he's not here. I don't know where the hell he is. There's no easy way to follow someone around. Where the hell are you? We've got no fucking clue where you are. There's a really large nebula here. And it's covering the sky, and it's all red. Here, I'm going to invite someone in. Let's see if he joins. He might not. Oh! I don't know. Yeah, 4 hours. 4 hours, 43 minutes, 12 seconds. I think I'll just go back to where I came from. There's supposed to be a pristine planet here somewhere. According to Spike X, there's a pristine metallic close in the system somewhere. I'll have a look at the system map and see if I can find it. Oh, there's an asteroid base here.
Hello?
Yeah. If I want to, I could bring my anaconda down and have to pay like a fortune probably to bring it here, but then I could mine planets and do things to make money. Except I don't know what missions this thing gives you. So, it's called the high. Hang on. It's a rocky world. Oh, and I don't have my my detailed surface scanner. But there's a base right here, so maybe I can. Hang on. Hang on. There, we'll do that and see if I can. I invited you to a wing.
Okay.
It'll make life a little.
Trying to do so.
Okay. Well, hang on, I'm gonna try voice calming Spiky. Hey Spike, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going to leave the system right away. And the reason I was winging you in is because I'm already in a wing with someone else. So the hope was that, I mean, I've got a couple things I'm going to do here, but I'm not going to be here for very long. So, and then I'll be back in the core systems near my money-making operation. So I'll let you, I mean, you can monitor as I move back, but that'll happen imminently. And then I'm going to come back here later on tonight, probably to watch the mass start for Small Worlds, if I have time. I don't know, honestly. I had time now because I'm not feeling well today, but I don't know about the future. Yeah, I'm not exploring right now. I'm going to, I have to focus on making cash for my beloved ship, the Anaconda, so I can actually take it out and do meaningful things with it. The main issue with the Anaconda is I need to get its FSD up. It only jumps about 19 light years at the moment. I need to get it higher than that. I want to see it at least at 20. It'd be nice to get it somewhere between 20 and 25. If I can achieve that, then I can start concentrating on some of the other aspects. And anyway. So, thank you very much. I'll be in touch with you further about that. Esquadle, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Mass manager. Not deep charge. I don't know what either of those terms refer to.
What ship are you using?
Right now. What's that?
What ship are you going to put these on?
I don't know. I was talking to Spike.
Oh.
Oh, he says the Anaconda.
Put the mass manager on there. You'll get a little more than you would for the deep charge. Deep charge is for small ships.
Where are these technologies? Are they in the human technologies area?
They're at a trade, or they're at engineer. They're for your FSD drive.
Oh, I see. They're experimental enhancements. Follow.
Yep.
Yeah. Deep charge, eh? Yeah, I haven't played around with that. I should do that.
The deep charge means you burn 10% more fuel to get more jump range. Well, it works great with small ships, big ships, you actually...
It's mass manager, he says.
Works better on big ships.
That's what he's...
I did both of them with a couple of different ships just to find out.
Yeah. I don't know if Spike can hear you. He's saying the other person I'm talking to is saying that he's got a whatchamacallit, an Imperial cutter, and he tried both devices. Oh, okay, good. Never mind. You can hear us both. All right. So now I want to go to the asteroid base for a moment, just for a laugh. Incidentally, on my way here, I passed a really, really huge sun that was probably as big as Betelgeuse. And I didn't expect to have that happen. It's a red giant at HIP 19284. Just FYI, it's a massive, massive planet. This massive sun. It filled up my entire view screen. It was bizarre. I just needed a star to refuel that with my fuel scoop, and I'm sitting here and I'm not even orbiting this star. It's so big. I'm just like sitting there, and I looked out my window, and all it was star for as far as the eye could see in every direction. There was, the horizon was very far away. So didn't expect to see that, but anyway. I just love stars when they're as big as Dyson spheres.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'm heading into this massive ring system around gas giant Tari A1. And there's a couple of resource extraction sites that look kind of ripe.
Oh shit. I'm gonna die.
How could that be?
Oh, I got myself wedged in the fucking door.
Oh no. There's still some really stupid ways to get killed in this game.
Yep.
Like, oops, I got caught inside of the cone of a white dwarf star, and then popped out of hyper jump. Oh well. I guess I'm dead now because I can't re-engage my FSD.
Oh, shit. I barely made it time to get myself unstuck and out of this stupid airlock. It was like down to 2 seconds before they're gonna open fire on my ass. I forgot you can't go sideways through the airport with a ship. I can do that with the Eagles without a problem. This is a little too big.
Yeah, well. Tell you one thing, it'd be no making that mistake with the Anaconda. It just looks big. It feels big. It's a big ship, and there ain't no doubt about it. I didn't think, honestly, when I first piloted it at a space dock, I didn't think I was going to be able to fit it through the frickin' door. But somehow, I was able to move it outside the door. Yeah, she does have a really big belly, but I don't know. There's like 4 decks on that ship, and it looks like it could house a crew of like 20 or 30 people at least. Okay, we're passing into a ring system now. Honestly, I thought these races were done in open play, and I could have sworn when I got to this system, I was just going to find humans everywhere running around, milling about, waiting for the mass start. No, they play in a private channel, so you have to get an invite to the private channel, which means I have to befriend some of these people. It's not, I don't know if I will or won't. It depends if I'm out here again. It doesn't start for like another 4 hours and 4.75 hours, so I don't know why I put it in my calendar that I had to be here at 3 o'clock Eastern, but turns out it's going to be closer to like 8 or 9 o'clock before the start happens. So depends what I'm doing at that time. If I can, I'll come out. Okay, approaching the base now. Let's have a look at behind mine.
What's red?
Pretty much everything on the planet I was just at. Oh, there's someone else here in a Cobra Mark III. It is Commander Bobcat. Oh, Bobby the Cat. He's moving his ship.
Request dock. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Okay. This Cobra Mark III that just passed me, I like blocked the door. I was being such an ass. It was funny. Hang on.
This station offers a wide range of services. Check your information panel after docking for more details. This is a flight coordination announcement. Please proceed to land on your assigned docking pad within the time limit and refrain from obstructing other areas. Welcome to this independent starport. We urge all visitors to utilize our full range of services, and we hope you have a productive stay.
Yeah, Spike acknowledged.
To ensure safety within the station, be considerate of other vessels when passing through the main access corridor.
There's confusion. Bob, this one user I was talking to, he says it doesn't start for another, starts in less than 24 hours, but not for a while yet. He says the EDSM countdown is 1 day off. So what that's about, I don't know. So in the end, I'm not really sure if there is a race starting today or not. It doesn't.
Like a disorganized clusterfuck.
it's starting to look like a bit of a shit show, yeah. Well, what do you expect? This is not like. But I mean, you have to be organized with stuff like this. If you're not, then.
Then it's a disorganized clusterfuck.
Yeah. Where the hell is Bay 12? I was just there, I thought. Okay, I'm supposed to be at Bay 12. Where is Bay 12? There's 29. 29. Ah, I'm at Bay 12. Okay, hang on. As soon as I dock here, I'm going to have to go and do a friend invite. I'm not sure if I can do that from the main menu. Or... Oh good, there's a piece of rock floating around my bay where I have to land. Yeah, there's a chunk of asteroid that's just floating around here.
Landing successful. Command system shut down. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
And there's another one. I guess some rocks must have fallen in here somehow, and I guess that's what you get for having an asteroid base. Welcome to Hind Mine. There's a shipyard here, how nice. Ship transfer expense will be, for the Anaconda, 5.5 million. Will take 1 hour, 49 minutes to transfer the ship out here.
Why don't you just buy a ship, outfit it so you can go do your mining locally. Just leave the ship there.
That's what the Type 9 Heavy is for. But actually, there are only 7 types of ships available here. An Asp, an Eagle, an Adder, sorry, a Hauler, an Adder, a Viper, Mark III, Mark IV, and a Type 9 Heavy. I guess if I had the money, I could have another Type 9 Heavy, and then I could, like, mine out here. Or I could re-outfit my current Type 9, and then bring it out here. I don't know, for a player event like that, I would probably want to bring my Anaconda out. But my Anaconda, like I said, it doesn't really go very far. And I don't think it has the optimum drive that I'd like to see used, so... what do we got here? Universal Cartographics. Holy shit, there's lots of money. Okay. We did that. It didn't do a thing for us in terms of incrementing our exploration points. Still have 32 million credits. Commodities, market, extraction. What do we got here? Extraction economy. You can send valuable metals, including gold, palladium, silver, anywhere else in the galaxy. Lepidite, indite, gallite, coltan, bertrandite, and even some bauxite. There's rutile, uranite. You can sell low-temperature diamonds here, but you cannot buy them.
You can't buy low-temperature diamonds anywhere that I know of.
No. Same as painite, actually.
Yep. Well, I haven't gotten any yet.
Let's see. And I need to take my Type 9 to a facility for cleansing. I have to make sure I don't swap any components out or they'll be contaminated. Luckily, I didn't do that, so my Anaconda is not contaminated.
What the hell did you contaminate your ship in?
Well, I mean, it's contaminated with that stupid, like, the justice problem. Like, you use a ship, if there's a bounty found against it, all the components of the ship get dinged, and if you try to move the component from a dinged ship to an undinged ship, it takes the dinging with it. And then you have two ships that need to be cleansed instead of one. And especially if you're ferrying them all over the galaxy and they only met, you know, once, that can be a problem.
Oh, I'm pretty sure most of my ships are probably dirty then. Each ship is wanted somewhere, I'm sure.
Probably. It also makes it impossible to sell the components. So you can put them in your locker, and then your locker's full of, like, contaminated equipment, and you, I don't know what you do then. But you can cleanse stuff at a, like, at a interstellar factors branch, but if you do that, and then if you take on another dirty component, then it just happens again. And then you're never rid of it. It's like a virus. You can try to, it's like cockroaches, you try to stamp them out of existence, but... Do you have cockroaches in South Dakota?
Yeah, if you go to the right places, you'll find them.
Because I didn't even see my first cockroach till I got out here, out east. And then I finally saw one. And they're grotesque little fucking creatures. They look awful. Which isn't their fault, but they're just a disgusting looking bug.
There's actually quite a few bugs that are grotesque that kind of resemble different roaches.
Yeah, but some bugs look, you know, really elegant, like a dragonfly or a mantis, you know. They got character to them and they impress. The cockroach is nothing fucking impressive about it. It's got like a little shell, like a tortoise around it, and somewhat translucent, and you can see its internal organs, and it's just, I don't know, it's fucked up. Okay, so what are we gonna do now? I honestly don't know what we should do now. We should obviously be doing something, but I'm not sure what. Well, holy crap. I'll tell you what, if you ever get yourself up to friendly standing at this base, you can make big money ferrying people back to civilization.
And how far from civilization are you?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's have a look. I'm in the T-Tauri system. Distance, let's see here. Here, let's do this. We'll go to the solar system. And here we are at Sol, 595 light years.
So that ain't too bad.
No, and some of the fares that you get are like 19 million, and there's
Just all back to the system?
just to go back to some destination in the bubble. Some of these are research, like go to the ice giant and collect data. Here's 115 million credits, which is the largest one I've ever seen, I think. But they're all friendly. You have to be friendly. Go to the Eye of Fire and collect data. 19 million credits. The Eye of Fire. Where the hell is that? Oh my god. 25,000 light years across the cosmos. It's the Eye of Fire. There are some interesting, did you know that in the Formidine Rift I found a couple of colonies out there?
Oh,
Yeah, I was scanning the star, like spooling around through the star map, and I found this colony of 2,500 people at the Heart Nebula, of Heart and Soul Nebula fame. And there's a colony there, which means that if you're going to go exploring in the Formidine Rift, you can use that as a base, presumably. I don't know what type of base is there. I guess we could find out easily enough. Here, let's just go over there. And there's always the California Nebula if you're really... Elephant's Trunk. There we go. There's the Soul Nebula and the Heart Nebula. From my current location. It's an independent world, no affiliation to the Alliance, or anyone else for that matter. It is in star system as follows. Heart Sector IRV B20. It is 2,500. It is orbiting a red dwarf star, independent. The state of the economy is boom. And it's an extraction economy. Corporate state government. Ah, yes, the blissful joy of living in a corporate state. 4 hours, 12 minutes, 18 seconds to mass start. Let's go have a look. Let's screw that. Protolite alloys. No. Here's what we'll do. Heart sector. IRVB20. EDDB.io. System. Heart sector. IR-V. Don't be a snot. It's called the Farsight Expedition Base. Run by Farsight Logistics. It is... It's an asteroid base. I don't know if... Can the asteroid bases take... Oh, the landing pad size is large. So you can bring a large craft out to this asteroid base and it will dock. So you can have any type of craft go out here. And that must be one of the most populous asteroids in the game. 2,500 people live on that asteroid.
Probably. Well, I guess if you wanted to go, what the fuck? The game is confused.
So we have a star, a gas giant, an icy body, point 0005 Earth masses, 0003, 0004, and there is a Class 1 gas giant, Class 2 gas giant, some more moons, a Class 1 ice giant or gas giant, and some more moons. And there are lots of moons. And there is a belt, an asteroid belt. And that's probably where you find the asteroid base.
Three-quarter impulse.
So there's some stuff going on there. And there are two factions, the Blackheart Gang. Oh, I can go work in Chicago, except I can't because of U.S. immigration law. And I'm perfectly comfortable in Canada.
No, that's good because we don't want you.
No, apparently not. I mean, it just...
We don't want Canadian criminals here, you know.
Yeah, I know. What the hell is up with the United States? I mean, I think Canadians should be given a special status in American law where we're allowed to come and go as we please.
You do, as long as you're not a criminal.
Yeah, well... I think it should be a little bit looser than you haven't been convicted of a crime in Canada. Besides which, you know, what I'm guilty of might not be. In fact, it's not a crime throughout the United States.
No, that'll still be a crime.
You know what else is stupid is even when it's not a crime here in Canada, the fact it's on my record at all. Once you try to cross the American border, they keep track of these things. So even if my record's expunged in Canada, I still can't get into the States because they'll still know that at one point I was convicted of something.
Yeah.
And they'll never forget. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. So you just... No, we're never going to forgive you. No second chances. Tough luck. I mean, I'm not completely banned from the States. I can get a waiver that will let me in, but I'm not going to go jump through all these fucking hoops just to go to the States. I want to just be able to go.
Well, once you jump through all those hoops, then you can come and go as you please, as long as you stay out of trouble.
Yeah, and I have to apply every fucking 5 years or something. At which point they want more money. They want $600 every time you apply. And if you don't apply and you try to cross the border, you may be let in. On the other hand, you may not. So I think I should be if I'm going to have to pay to enter the U.S., it should be a one-time fee. You know, and if I get convicted again, well, then it would come up on the border agent's computer that, oh, he was convicted of another offense. Here's what the offense is, you know. And it should be sort of risk assessment, like what are the odds of me committing a crime in the United States? That should be the question asked. That's not the question that's being asked. Because they used to let people through on assault charges. So you could go beat some poor American citizen up, but if you had a drug record, no way, you're not getting in. But the person with the assault charge, they get through.
Well, assault is considered a misdemeanor.
Not in here. It's considered it's in the criminal code. It's considered a crime.
Well, misdemeanors are crimes, but they're minor crimes. Major crimes are felonies.
We don't classify them that way. It's either a crime or it isn't. A misdemeanor here, what that means is that you've been found guilty of an offense under the law, but you could be fined, or you may be, spend a certain. You can't basically get beyond minimum security prison if there's any jail time whatsoever awarded. Most of the time, for most assault charges, there's no jail time involved. You just get a fine or a warning or something. But if you start numbering, if the assault charges start to mount, then you will be charged with criminal assault, causing harm. There's assault with a deadly weapon, assault causing bodily harm, assault. There's different classes, and they're all crimes under Canadian law. It's that simple.
So misdemeanors and felonies are crimes. Just depends on the severity.
But you agree that there are laws you can break which are not crimes. Like if you run a red light, that's not a crime.
It's considered a misdemeanor.
But it's not a crime. You're telling me it is a crime.
It is a crime.
Well, not here.
It's a crime.
Not here. Crimes, you have to cause harm to another individual or to society as a whole. That's the definition of a crime in Canada.
When you run a red light, you take the chance of causing accidents and mayhem.
Yeah, and as a general rule, there's a duty of care here, and you can be convicted of various offenses, but it won't be a crime as such. Like, you won't ever go to jail. Well, you might go to jail because you ran red lights continually, but most likely you lose your license. And if you're caught driving without a license, again, there can be consequences to that, up to and including jail time, but you would not technically be guilty of violating the criminal law. The crime in Canada is breaking the criminal code. And it's the same for the whole country. Traffic offenses are handled by the province, and it's part of the interprovincial transportation system. So provinces don't have the power to declare something a crime or not. Only the federal government does. It's just different, I guess. Which is why it's kind of odd in Canada that drug offenses are in the criminal code, because they're not really causing harm to anyone else or to society. I guess the argument is you are causing harm to society as a whole by possessing it, but...
Well, you're just going to have to give up your addictions.
I don't have any addictions. Well, not anymore. It's addicted to painkillers for a while. But I'm hardly unique in that. There's millions of people addicted to painkillers, both in the United States and in Canada right now. It's probably in the tens of millions in the States. Neither country does a very good job of dealing with it either. Especially if you were out skiing or something and you got addicted to painkillers, and then you found yourself needing the painkillers in order to function, but you couldn't get a prescription. Well, what are you going to do? You'll turn to the street, you'll go to online sources or whatever. If you're caught with it, then you're guilty of a crime again. But you didn't really harm anyone, you were just treating yourself in the absence of treatment being available or extended to you. And that story does happen, I've heard it a number of times.
Well, possession is a crime, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know, but...
why you have it.
No, I know. That's part of the problem. In my opinion, for whatever it's worth, there are good reasons that someone could have drugs in their possession which are not necessarily prescribed by a pharmacist. But in Canada, that is a crime. It's illegal. And it doesn't even matter what the drug is. It's worse if it's scheduled, but it doesn't technically matter which drug it is. You're not supposed to be in possession of drugs that have not been prescribed. Unless you're getting it for someone else, but... the police officer doesn't believe you, you can still be arrested. Okay, well that answers that question about the Heart Nebula and about the Farsight base. Oh, I just laid in a course to the Heart Nebula. That's not really where I want to go. Okay, now what I want is I want to go over here. Aha! Oh, now I'm in deep trouble. I hit the wrong button. That's also a crime. If you hit the wrong button in Canada, you can be shot. I don't know if you noticed this, but the default punishment in Nazi Germany seemed to always be being shot. Like if you did something that the Nazis didn't like, you were just sort of killed.
Well, don't do something they don't like. Problem solved.
As it turned out, it actually turned out that Adolf Hitler was the problem.
Well, that's a matter of opinion according to some people.
Yeah, well, they're mistaken. And usually corrupt in some way. That's what I tell people about Trump when they get too critical of him. On those rare occasions, I just point out, well, it could be worse. It could be Hitler. Which isn't really true. Hitler died decades ago, but... Okay, so now we're leaving the T-Towery system. Our course is plotted. And now we can plot our way back to where I'm from. We have everything we need. Oh, Spike, are you there? Oh, okay. I was in the background. I couldn't. I was in the galaxy map, so I couldn't technically see you. This is one of the reasons I prefer voice comms to text, is because you can actually tell when someone's talking to you. And in this game, they don't really tell you unless you are in the game mode, which, granted, is where you spend most of your time. But okay, we're leaving the asteroid pile now. You know there's rocks floating around inside this asteroid base?
Ship release. Strike the speed and clear the station perimeter.
22.92. So there's a system that's worth 400K.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, here you are. Hines Sector QD Sierra Bravo 4-1. I don't know if you know this, but you're actually upside down. Okay. Oh, someone just jumped in. Well, I guess we're gonna have to follow you now. Okay, so which system is this again? Hines Sector QDSB41. Setting course.
Frameshift charge detected.
QDSB41. QDSB41. Well, I don't see it anywhere. I'll have to do a search. Hines Sector QDS B41. And there you are. Course plotted. Suppose if I really wanted to, I could scan this wake, but... Oh, hey, I get to jump through rings. How fun. Wake not scanned. I don't want the wake. There we go. Planet 5 acknowledged. Ooh, this is a very big planet I'm next to right now. Haha! Oh, I hit a rock during my jump, which I then suddenly phased through. And all of a sudden, I'm in hyperspace. Computer, head for Planet 5. Engage engines all ahead flank. It says here you're lawless.
Who's lawless?
Spike.
Oh, it's because he's being naughty. picking fights with little people or little ships.
Planet 5. $600K, and what planet is this? PIS B40. Well, no. Hide sector PIS B4-0, and of course set.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jumping. Yeah, I can jump over 50 light years in this thing, so it's not a problem. Yeah, I would, except that when I first start looking up the system on the GAL map, you're not there yet, so by the time I'm done typing the whole system name in, then you're there. And now we're headed for Planet 4. Planet 4!
Fuel suit disengaged.
One. Missed that one. La 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 la. Okay, found Planet 4. Yeah, but I'm gonna go look at 4 and see what you're talking about, because right now I don't know what the hell. So you say it's worth 600,000. Well, I'm in orbit. You can't land on it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Force light in.
Ready to engage.
What planet number? Just in case. Yeah, we'll try winging up again here. Don't forget, you have to turn your beacon on.
Landing gear.
So, what is it we're looking for here exactly? I don't even know what we're doing. Oh, really? And how did you find out that there... Where did you find all these terraformable planets from? ED Discovery. Oh, really? I did not know that. I'm scanning the moon just in case. Oh, you've engaged your hyperdrive. I hope you have your beacon on. Following your wake. La 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 la.
Frameshift drive charging.
La Oh, good. So, can you make lots of money like this, or,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay. I guess we're going to this, which is Planet 1. I might do that, or I might go get my other ship and bring it down here for tonight. Easy discovery. See, I have ED Discovery on my system. I've never known that function to exist within it, but I'll take another look for it. Headed for Star C. Actually, I should put my ED Discovery on the other laptop so I can go look. Thing is, I don't have the directory. Can you put ED Discovery on any system, that even one that does not have Elite Dangerous? Or does it need to have Elite Dangerous present? I would think you could install it anywhere. Yeah, okay. C3 and C7 acknowledged. Currently we are aimed at C3 and C7. Yeah, there's water worlds here, that's for sure. Yeah, I definitely want to boost my exploration rank. Lately I've been upping my trade, but both are approximately equal in terms of elite. Yeah, I wonder which makes money faster, honestly. It's a tough call. Right now, the trade is doing really well. You can make like between 3 and 6 million per loop. But hopping around out here like this with these unexplored planets, I mean, if you get lots of those 1.3 million million credit discoveries, yeah, I could see this being very lucrative. JBX215? No, we haven't been there yet. But it doesn't matter. After this, I have to go somewhere a bit later on today, so I'm running out of time again. I'm going to have to head back to the home sector. And then I'll work later on. I'll be doing some trading up there and then coming back down here again tonight, whenever that clock runs down. For Small Worlds, if I choose to watch the mass start. I would like to see the mass start, but I guess I can watch it on YouTube just as easily. I just think it would be nice to see a mass start in VR. Waterworld, closing the distance. 200 light seconds and closing. Oh, I overshot it somehow. Now I've got to spin around and do this again. Four, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I got that. Thank you very much for your help and introduction and pointing out that you could actually get this data from Elite Discovery. I'll be investigating that in the very near future.
Jack, shut up.
I do use Elite Discovery, but I was using it primarily as a tool to track my progress on PDSM and uploading my log entries there, as you just mentioned. This is what I use it for primarily. The one disappointing thing about ED Discovery is that it does not link with Inara and provide log updates there, which would make the Inara site a lot better, in my opinion. And it's not like Inara doesn't provide an API. You definitely can write code for it. Who knows, maybe if I feel particularly industrious at some point, I'll do a contribution to the GitHub or whatever ED Discovery is distributed. Oh, and their star map, their three-dimensional star map needs a complete revamp. it's a good product, but something has to be done about that star map. It's just it's a little bit too two-dimensional. Okay, final scan this sector. And then we'll be leaving the hind sector. Behind. Scanning world. Disappointingly, I don't have a detailed surface scanner on this. I hope that doesn't affect the award. But I had to swap that unit out for something else. Hey, Squaddle, what are you doing? Your shield's just all deactivated.
My shield's been deactivated for a while. I've been dicked around on this ship.
Oh.
I'm actually jumping from one ship to the other, doing upgrades and stuff.
Yeah, it definitely will do that, Spike. Okay, gotta go to the galaxy map at this point and lay in a new course.
Beluga liner.
Oh yeah, I should have one of those.
It's a fucking ugly ship.
It does come with a fighter bay though, which is interesting for a pet.
It's fucking ugly. I'll keep my cutter, at least it looks better.
Well, that's why most people go with Imperial ships, is because they look so nice. They're like Nubian ships out of Star Wars Episode 1.
I have a 394,000 credit bounty on my Python. Or fines. I have 394,000 in fines.
Well, you're almost going to have a bounty put on you. They will eventually put a bounty on you, and they will come and try to kill you.
My Aspect 4 has a 300 credit fine on it. My Python's got 394,000 credits in fines. My Imperial Cutter's got 10,000 credits and fines on it.
Well, you've been misbehaving yourself, so you're a criminal. We were just talking about the Canadian and American differences between crime. They're not that pronounced, I don't think, but in Canada, if it's not in the criminal code, it's not considered a crime, strictly speaking. How do I know that? Because I was in a pre-law program in university before switching to technology is my forte. I look back on those years and I think, you know, I could have been the only lawyer that would have known how to use a computer properly. But then I'd have to be a lawyer, and, well, we're one step down from politicians in my estimation, so.
You could have gone into politics.
Well, I could have defended Stormy Daniels first. Or no, I could have prosecuted with Stormy Daniels first, sorry. Then I could be on CNN and I could tell all sorts of lurid details about Stormy Daniels' imbroglio with Donald fucking Trump in a Russian hotel room. It's amazing how lurid that whole conversation gets, with him like liking having people urinate on him and stuff, and he's like, I don't even like that. His big excuse, I don't like that. I'm too fastidious. I'm very germophobic. Gotta give him credit. He knows how to defend himself. Okay. Here we go. We have how many jumps?
God damn it.
Calm down, Watto. It's Star Wars here. 15 jumps to Beta Trianguli Australis for this ship from our current location. No, solo starts today, actually. So I'll probably see it online first as soon as there's a pirate copy available, but that won't happen until tonight, I don't think, realistically. Well, I did go, you know what? I did go to the theater to watch episodes 7 and 8. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, 7 and 8. And I will go to the theater to see episode 9. But I had a friend, for episode 7, I had a friend in from Saskatchewan, and he and I were doing all sorts of, well, terribly illicit things that we shouldn't have been doing. And so I was actually so tired by the time we actually got to the theater, after partying it up for, like, God knows, I think for a day or two, that I couldn't keep my eyes open for the whole film. I ended up falling asleep in the theater before the end, so eventually I did see it, though. But I had to go back twice to go to see 7 in full. 8 I was able to go and handle it. 9 I'm sure I'll be fine for.
Frameshift drive charging.
But I hadn't seen this friend of mine in so many years.
Fuel scooping.
Strange thing is, I haven't really spoken to him much since he was out here.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Of course, you wouldn't have believed I could have any guests over. I lived in this tiny, tiny apartment at the time, and now, by comparison, the apartment I live in now is palatial. And it's in a much better area of the city, although not too far removed from where the last one was. I'm kind of glad I left it, actually.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
It's just not the kind of place where you could have a guest over very easily.
Frameshift drive charging.
Here, I'm gonna drop for a second. If stay in wing. If I'll be right back. But you might have to readmit me to the wing again. Let's see here. NUSE. And what was the other one he said? Rav. Hang on. Three hours, 20 minutes before the start. Participants. There we are. Actually, that text is way easier to see. Oh, phone call. 1 second. Oh, never mind. It's a fucking ad. Make it stop.
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2,
Oh, great. Looks like I have to reset my course. Why that would be, I don't know. Oh, you just have to visit the galaxy map and then it lets you automatically. What's the ID? 70K is not that much. I gotta use the can. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. And we're back. Ooh. A USS. It's an HSS. Yeah, gotcha. This is a threat 4 Thargoid I've run into here. That's worrisome.
How the hell did you find a Thargoid?
I don't know. They're not supposed to be here. This is kind of far removed. I'm not supposed to be anywhere near any Thargoid areas right now.
Frameshift drive charging.
There's like Thargoids everywhere.
Apparently you found a nest of Thargoids that nobody knows about.
Yeah, I was reading online at Canon, and they don't really talk about like what their theory is as to why the Thargoids have been seemingly contained. There's been 3 weeks now in a row where the Thargoids have been unable to destroy any of the bases, and there's not even speculation about like what this means in terms of the overall strategy to move larger craft into the vicinity for and another one. I'm in a Thargoid area and entered a new star system, and there's more of them.
Convoy dispersal pattern detected threat 4. I ain't going near that.
Well, it's just usually a convoy of peaceful ships there. You can attack them if you want.
Yeah.
Well, Eagle Eye, it does, obviously they're doing a job, and the Thargoids right now are only attacking 2 systems at a time, but if they split it up some more, if they put more ships into it, I mean, you could have a situation very easily where there's way too many Thargoids for the number of commanders there are. And I don't know if that's the game plan or if they are going to launch base ships up off the surface. They do verify that the barnacles are known to be used to create hulls and other Thargoid technology. So, in terms of their supply lines, in terms of their supply lines, they just have to collect the barnacles. And they can fix their ships up or do whatever. Not that they need to, because they grow back. Anything that they suffer is damage. So, but if they need to make more ships, or if they need to create a mega ship of their own, they would just basically use the barnacles to do that. So the destruction of the barnacles is kind of an important activity. Because they're obviously using it to encroach. In fact, the Guardians, part of the confirmation comes from Guardian data, which shows that 1 million years ago, when the Thargoids invaded this part of the galaxy, they came in and they noticed that anywhere that these barnacles appeared, Thargoid structures or Thargoid technology would soon follow. And the conclusion that they arrived at was that the Thargoids use the barnacles anywhere where they intend to form a permanent presence or do settling. So the overall game plan is to take over this part of space.
Frameshift drive charging.
But how they're going to do that exactly, I don't know. The Guardians were eventually able to win their war with the Thargoids. I suspect, and then what happens when you win is they just eventually give up. If you continue to resist beyond their ability, they eventually give up and they go away. Threat 5, that'll be a basilisk. In all likelihood. Maybe I should stop and go have a look at it and see what it does. Or maybe I could fire a limpet at it. Apparently they just love collector limpets.
What's the point of launching a limpet at them?
Well, kind of experiment, just to see what they do. One problem is, if you use a hatch breaker limpet on them, they get very, very pissed off of you about that. But
Frameshift drive charging.
I guess that's kind of to be expected. I mean, you're trying to break into their ship and take technology away from them, so they're not going to like that very much.
Debating if I want to go find me some food or not.
Well, that's one of the things. That's one of the things I have to do fairly soon. Another non-human signal source, threat 4 in this system, which is the default class for a Cyclops. All right, talk to you later, Spike.
Frameshift drive charging.
We have 9 more jumps before we're back in our home system. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able or interested enough to go and try this mass start thing. I won't even be able to if that guy doesn't get back to me and respond to my friend request. If he doesn't approve my friend request, I have no way to determine. Well, I have no way to join. Like, the other thing is, like, you put through a friend request in private mode, but there's one person who's usually in charge of private mode, right? So how exactly does it work if I message the other people?
I have no idea.
Like, how do we all end up in the same instance is my question.
Frameshift drive charging.
Or maybe we don't. Maybe there's just like a bunch of instances and they're all going to be separate from one another.
Possibly.
But that's not really, I don't know. I would like to see it so that everyone's part of, if they're not part of the same instance, there's a large number who are. And I have no idea if that's going to happen right now. I just presumed that everyone was going to go to open and let the server decide who was in what instance, but seems like you're trying to handle that themselves, so I don't really know how this is supposed to work. There was no advance warning, and again, I just assumed it was all open play.
Temperature critical. Fuel suit disengaged. disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Seven jumps to home system. I think we basically can make it all the way home now. On one tank of gas.
Fuel scooping. Warning. Temperature critical.
And where is our target? There we are.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
FSD charging, jumping the ship.
Request dock.
Three, two, one, jumping the ship. Now, let's see if we can avoid being stuck inside of the cone of death.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Jumping the ship.
Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
Entering the trianguli sector. We're 3 jumps away from target. One more jump before we hit the white dwarf star. LHS
Drive charging.
1838. And if memory serves, this is the evil star that killed me last time. Okay. Is this the Death Star? Yes, it does look like it.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Okay, we have a supercharged FSD. We're headed for RR Kylie.
Frameshift drive charging.
RR Kylie, 64.4 light years, jumping. Oh, one more white dwarf star. Oh, these have nice long tails.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
The jet cone is pushing me out. The jet cone has shot me across the star system.
Frameshift drive charging.
We did not need to do that because the home system is now only 39 light years away. 3, 2, 1. Jumping the ship. We're home.
Welcome home. Nobody bothered to bake you any fresh brownies, so...
Aww. And I was hoping for some substance abuse before the day was out. No idea how much they just ruined my day. Two hours, 5 minutes. Settling into orbit with the starport. Oh, I can join the conflict zone if I really want with my Anaconda. Of course, soon that's exactly what I'll be doing.
Landing.
Lakon Delegate Radio India. Be aware, weapon fire restrictions are in place in this sector. Permission authorized. Vector for approach to landing pad 4-4.
Lunan Hub. Coming in a little hot, don't you think?
Nah, go faster.
There's no docking computer on this thing, so I'm always buzzing the starport. I'm coming a little hot, don't you think?
Station 1. Stay.
500 meters from touchdown.
Well, I've decided to land on the highway inside of the starport, where all the vehicle traffic is running.
That works.
Well, I think it should probably double as a starport, just, you know, in case. In case you don't feel like actually docking on the starport. You have like an option. Okay, we're home.
Landing complete. Ship secured.
What's our current rank here? Friendly! Well, that's nice. I need to be allied, so we'll just take all that lovely exploration data we harvested. And we get 1.8 million credits. That's not too bad.
Incoming message.
If you have to hop around from system to system like that. Let's see what I get here. Oh, we gained a rank of Explorer. Now I have only 77 more points to get before I'm Elite in Explorer. Yay! Oh, Christ, it was sitting at like... I haven't advanced a point in Explorer since Christ was a child. Of course, if I was gonna do the Small Worlds expedition, if it didn't conflict with the free weekend that we're getting, I would probably come back an elite pilot in exploration, but no such luck. We're now listed as allied, which means we can transport people about. You've got to be kidding me. Well, if I convert the Anaconda over to transport, I can start taking large numbers of people and get 6 million credits here and 4 million there. So it did kind of work out. So it's not a total loss going out to T Tauri. So with the controlling faction of Beta Triangula Australis, I am now in allied standing and can ferry people around on the Anaconda. Ooh, I can have a gunship if I want. Okay, I'm in the Anaconda. We're just going to go back to the starport. We're going to get our crew member together. Shore leave's cancelled, assholes. What is with all these, like, pilots here? They all look like, I don't know, they're kind of homely looking. Have you noticed? Like, the girls are all kind of, I don't know, they're always wearing short hair and they look like they're lesbians or something. I don't know. I shouldn't say that, but they just look tough and gruff and butchy.
Because looking pretty as a pilot probably is very ineffective. Probably hard to have your spacesuit airtight when your hair is flowing everywhere.
It could be a hair thing, I don't know.
Wearing a helmet is pointless when you... It's pointless to put makeup on when you wear a helmet all the time.
I actually tried to date a lesbian once.
How'd that go for you?
Not very well, because she doesn't like guys, so... But, I mean... I asked her out, and she was very attractive. Far more attractive than the trio of ladies I see here in front of me. Assuming they're all women. It's kind of hard to tell with some of the avatars that Frontier makes, but... some of their avatars look a little on the androgynous side. But, yeah, she was... very attractive, and I asked her out, and she said, "No, I don't like guys, I like girls." Oh, okay. Guess that ends that. Okay. Nice. I need to get some... Oh, piss off. Okay. We have 2 fighters, we have ground units, we have collector limpets, frame shift drive interdictor, docking computer. You know what? I really do need the docking computer with this thing. I could not land this ship without a docking computer at this point. I need to practice some more. However, I can take one of the cargo racks. Advanced Discovery, Standard Docking Computer, Detailed Surface Scanner, Frameshift Drive Interdictor. Where is my second cargo bay? Oh, it's the fuel scoop. So I have to decide if I want a fuel scoop or not, and that depends on the client. But if I'm carrying passengers about, I don't really need cargo. Nor do I need the interdictor, unless I'm gonna like hunt people down, which I'm not really ready to do yet. So we have the fuel scoop already. I guess technically I have everything I need. Are you falling asleep? Hello? I think you fell asleep.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm gonna get going here. I got some other stuff I have to do, so I'll let you go on that note. What's that?
Yeah, I should probably get up and move around and wake up again.
Might be an idea. Depends if you have anything else to do or achieve today.
Not really. I'm home all by myself, so I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, well, I'm much in the same boat, except I haven't been feeling well all day, but...
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I woke up with this horrible tummy ache, and then I went to the bathroom, and now the tummy ache is fading, but... Anyway, I'll let you go for now. I'll be on again tonight, I'm quite sure.
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. Before we go, take a modest number of limpets, and we'll worry about outfitting for passengers when we return. So it's 21:23:47 Zulu on 25 May 3304 at Lunan Hub. And we are in the Beta Trianguli Australis system. Please check the details. If you enjoyed today's video, click like or subscribe. And click the bell icon to the right of the subscribe button in YouTube if you'd like to be kept abreast on when we go live and when we post media to the internet. It is really relevant only for Chrome, I think, but nonetheless. And there's information about websites that are relevant to Commander Trium, such as the Twitter address, twitter.com/commander_Trium, and of course the blog site is linked there as well. Thanks again for watching. Your viewership is very much appreciated, and we'll talk again. Have a good afternoon, everyone. This is Commander Trium, signing off.